Yeah. Big baby JTV, man. Like, comment, sub, road to 1K. Let's talk about it. August Alsina came out with a track, I believe yesterday, called Shake the World, right? And, out of 1 out of 10, I would give it probably like an 8, you know what I mean? But the fact remains that it's interesting because he talks about it. Yeah, he clout chasing, but that's okay. Why? Because he's an artist. You're supposed to clout chase, okay? You're supposed to put yourself in a position, especially after this. If August Alsina doesn't release a whole album or mixtape within a month, fire his manager, okay? Fire his manager. He better fire his, A&R. He better fire his whole goddamn team of writers, all that things. His voice coach, all of them got to get fired, get out the paint. Why? Because this is a hot story and a hot situation, right? What he said in here that was kind of essentially, really good or, kind of interesting, right? Was a verse about, the situation. You know what I'm saying? So this is what he said. He said, I heard there's some shit that's about to go down when you got $1 billion on the elevator. Well, of course, some shit was bound to go down when you entangled with the world's favorite. And that was a subliminal shot, basically, talking about, hey, y'all thought, the Jay-Z thing was crazy. Jay-Z, Solange, and Beyonce thing was crazy. I was dealing with a whole crazy entanglement. Okay? I was dealing with a whole thing going on in that house, right? Now, he didn't address it directly, but hey, I have a theory. My theory is that August was messing with Will as well. That's my theory, okay? Why haven't any of Will Smith's side chicks came out? I'll tell you why. Because he does not have a lot of side chick, and all those other side chicks or side men, pause, you know what I'm saying? Or side men signed that NDA. August Alsina didn't. He didn't sign that non-disclosure, right? And some of these individuals who do sign these non-disclosures still snitch, still go out there and talk about it, right? So what I'm telling you is this. August Alsina is trying to get some clout off this. Don't blame him. Go get your money. You know what I'm saying? But I'll say this. My issue with him is that he was very chatty-patty about this, because we wouldn't have known about this entanglement publicly unless he had told us how the Angela Yee interview from his last album. By the way, his last album wasn't good. It was not good. The Entanglement song was actually pretty good. This song is actually a little bit better, but it was not to the same level of his first album, The Dedication, which was fire. Benediction, sorry. That was on point. I really like that album. You know what I'm saying? It has some tunes I still listen to this day, right? And then a few days later, I think maybe this was yesterday or the day before, Jada Pinkett's team said or alluded to saying, basically put this in the public, that Jada did not like the fact that Will smacked Chris. Of course, your husband is losing money every day. He's losing work every day because of that dumb emotional decision. And of course, you look even worse by saying this. Why do I mean by that? Jada looks terrible by saying this, even through her reps, and maybe not saying it publicly. Why would you try to embarrass your husband more? Right? He went out of his way. He went out the box to, quote unquote, protect you, which was not really protecting, right? Because real protection is, when something gets physical, when you need to use violence. If violence comes to you, you don't need to start and initiate violence. That's not protection. That's agitation. That's attacking. You feel me? And Jada is wrong for even saying this, because you're supposed to have your husband's back. See, when somebody messes up, if you think about your best friend, right? When your best friend mess up, you still gonna ride with him when he mess up or when she mess up. But then you got to pull him to the side behind the scenes and tell him, hey, you messed up, bruh. Don't ever do that again. Move smart. Move the right way. Right? And if you're a husband and a wife, that should be the basic principle, bruh. Take it behind the scenes. You don't have to put it in the front scene. And that's what Jada did. She put it in the front court. She made it very obvious she did not find that Chris Rock joke funny. She gave Will the side eye, that telepathic, hey, go get this nigga. And then Will, like the over-emotional dummy that he is, decided to react and slap another black man in 4K, another multi-millionaire black man. And then a few days later, the wife is putting it out on public in the front street that she does not approve of what he did. You rude, manipulative piece of trash. That's what Jada is, rude and manipulative, because she instigated the husband to do that, and now she's mad at what she started and created. Why? Because the family's losing bags. But where was that bad look, or where was that I didn't approve of that type of attitude when y'all were turning up at an Oscars after party? What was that attitude when you were clapping along as your husband got that Oscar? That attitude didn't exist. You know why? Because you wanted that. You liked that. And the reason you're saying now that you don't approve of it is because you're seeing your husband lose bags after bags after bags, and your PR, your communications reps said you should not approve of this. Let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. Road to 1K. Big Baby JTV. I'm out, bro.